Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. We're actually still 1 minute early, but that's what happens when you put a Swiss in charge of an event in Japan. My name is Patrick Zoll. I'm working for the Swiss newspaper Neue Zürcher Zeitung. And we have today 3 distinguished guests who are going to talk to us about Yasukuni and Japan's crisis in Asia. Let me introduce them quickly. In the middle, we have Toko Sensei. Many of you know him. He's a former diplomat and now a professor at Kyoto Sanyo University. And in a recent Asahi interview, he said, the Yasukuni issue reveals Japan's failure to understand wartime responsibility. Next to me is Dr. Sven Zahler. He's an associate professor of Japanese history at Sophia University, and he has published extensively on Yasukuni. He will show you his newest book, or an article in his newest book. I met him recently. He told me that actually he would like to switch to another research topic. I think he will not manage, is my impression. Our third guest is Chris Winkler. He is a senior research fellow at the German Institute of Japanese Studies. He wrote his doctoral thesis about constitutional reform as a symbol of post-war conservatism. He's also working, or the Institute has a program on research on happiness. Maybe we find out what Yasukuni has to do with the happiness of Japanese people. We have, in order, Chris Winkler will go first because he will give us a little bit of background, actually, what is the institutional setting that allowed Prime Minister Abe to go to Yasukuni. Mr. Zahler will go second. He's going to talk to us about the choice Abe had and Abe made, and maybe why he made this choice. And Toko Sensei will then look at the international diplomatic repercussions of that visit, and he has actually a personal proposal what should be done to get out of this mess. Before I forget, please turn them off or silence them so they don't disturb us. What? Oh, we have also Martin Culling. You know him. Come on. Martin Culling, vice president of this club here. Chris Winkler, please.
Well, thank you very much for the introduction and the kind invitation. What I'm going to talk to you about today is primarily the implications or the background why Abe visited the shrine, and not so much the repercussions on the international level. I guess Toko Sensei is far more better equipped to talk about this than I am. So, why did Abe visit the shrine? Well, the simple answer is because he wanted and because he could. So this sounds very simplistic, and you are certainly not here to hear me say that, because it's obvious. But if we look at Abe's, and this is not only Abe's agenda, but for the most part a conservative or right-wing agenda in this country that conservatives, people on the right wing, have been pushing for as long as we have the post-war regime, are, well, 3 main issues. The first being patriotic education, the second being visits to the Yasukuni shrine, and then last but not least being constitutional reform.